I'm here with my dear sister Livvy. She's a ceremonialist, doula, energy and sound healer, and intuitive guide devoted to feminine embodiment, sensual expression, and the remembrance of inner wisdom. She moves between the seen and unseen worlds, holding space for women to reconnect with the magic and mystery within. Through her slow fashion brand, Sauli Soulwear, Livvy channels her creative energy into high frequency garments, each piece intentionally crafted to awaken facets of feminine expression and embody aspects of the goddess. Sali pieces are not just clothing, but sacred adornments designed to support the feminine rising. Mm, so grateful and honored to have you here.
Mm. Thank you, love. Also feeling so honored to be here with you.
Yeah, it's beautiful. We met in Tulum like 4 years ago.
It was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember you were telling me about Sauli, and now just to see how much it's grown, it's amazing. So we're definitely going to get into that, but let's drop into an embodiment practice. I would love for you to guide and for the women watching to receive this.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so just taking a moment to find a comfortable seat and just lifting your sitting bones, really rooting down onto the seat or the earth if you're sitting on the earth beneath you. And slowly closing down the eyes, taking some deep breaths. Bringing the attention, your awareness, and your presence into your body, into this space. We're going to begin together by bringing our awareness into our head, to our brain. We're going to take a deep breath in, bringing in fresh oxygen into our brain. And then exhaling, releasing any excess energy. We're going to do this a couple more times. So inhaling together, exhaling, inhaling fresh oxygen, life force energy. Exhaling, releasing any excess energy, any mental thoughts or clutter, just releasing that on the exhale. One more time, making this really deep. Inhale, exhale. Now we're going to travel down, down, down from the head into the heart space. Just feeling and noticing the heart beating. We're going to take a deep inhale together. Inhaling, exhaling, releasing any tension across the chest and the back. Inhaling life force energy into the heart space. Exhaling, releasing any tension. Inhaling again. Exhaling, releasing any tension. Now we're going to come down from our hearts, honoring our hearts, feeling our hearts soften, coming down, down, down into the womb space, into our creative portal. Just noticing any textures, any colors, any sensations that arise when you enter into your womb space. We're going to breathe into our wombs, Taking a deep inhale together. Exhaling. Softening and grounding in, grounding down into the earth, softening into our wounds. I'm going to do this a couple more times. Inhaling in, exhaling, making an audible sound if that feels good for you. Inhaling in fresh life force energy into the womb space. Placing your hands on your womb, holding your womb. Exhaling. We're going to do this again, and we're going to really tone a deep, low sound as we breathe out now. So inhaling, inhale, fresh oxygen. Exhaling. Just breathing in your own rhythm now. Bringing your energy into the womb space. And as we rest here for a moment, invite you to drop your root down from your sacrum, down, down, down into the earth beneath you. In the center of the earth, there is a crystalline diamond crystal. You're going to plug your root into this crystal. Feeling this energy coming up from this crystal, this sacred crystal, up through your root into your sacrum, into your root chakra, into your womb, into your whole body. Giving thanks for our mother who holds us, who is always giving, who is so abundant. Dropping our gratitude down from our heart, down to the womb, down through the root and into this crystal, into the center of the earth. May we remember that our bodies are the temples. Our bodies are the earth. Taking a deep inhale here. Slowly releasing your root from the crystal and envisioning it coming up, 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 back into your sacrum, your body. And slowly bringing your awareness back into the womb, back into your heart space, back into your head, and just feel this connectedness between these 3 points in the body. When you feel ready, you can slowly come back into this space
Mm.
in your own time, slowly opening the eyes.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. I just feel so much love for Mother Earth and for Pachamama here in Peru, and just like,
Mm.
yeah, what you just brought us into is the whole essence of Serena, is remembering that we are the jewels and all of the
Mm.
codes are within our womb, and that we are so worthy to receive, and we hold so much beauty, and just continuing to return to that core essence of our wombs being a diamond, and just clearing the waters in all our wombs and the wombs of the women and all of Mother Earth.
Mhm.
And yeah, just so excited to dive into this conversation. I know you're in a very special place on the planet, and yeah, your connection with Sauli, and just so excited to hear how she got birthed and hold space for that conversation.
Yeah, thank you, love. And I love that Serena is all about that receptivity and connecting to the earth and really remembering that the mother is with us always, and to have this sacred connection to our bodies. And yeah, it really feels special to be here with you and all the sisters. I can feel this web of all of us and what's kind of coming through. So yeah, I just want to start with that.
Mm.
And Sauli, yes. So Sauli means wise. And my prayer is that every woman remembers their own innate inner wisdom that resides within our wombs, within our bodies, and that we can remember this wisdom and the strength and the power that is within us. And this name was birthed, Sauli was birthed alongside the name like 4.5 years ago, just actually after I birthed it and then met you like soon afterwards in Tulum.
Mm.
And yeah, it's been a humbling journey, the whole process and the unfolding of how she was born. And yeah, I want to share a little bit about how it happened, because a lot of people ask me like, so were you in design before? Did you study fashion and all of this? And the answer is no, I didn't study fashion or design or anything. I actually worked in corporate world before and had a huge transition into really connecting with my own feminine essence. And this is where Sauli was born. And I met this elder, Maria Louisa.
Mm.
Absolutely love her. She's like my second grandmother. And she lives in Tulum. And she gives these Sabada Maya massage. So it's a traditional Mayan massage that also is a womb massage. So it's a deep womb massage as well as a massage in the stomach and kind of working through any blocks that might be there. So it helps to really release. And it's not like a regular massage where you go and you're having like a really relaxing experience. It actually is quite painful, because she well, in the massage in Sabana Maya, what happens is they see where your pulse is, and so the pulse is meant to be right in the center of
Mhm.
where our umbilical cord was. And she kind of feels around, and often, because we live in this like fight or flight, society in general, we are kind of wired in this way where we're in this like doing, you know, and this is like a generalistic way, you know, when I was living in corporate, it was like this. And so often this pulse slips due to, you know, fast-paced lifestyle or stress.
Mm.
So she helps to realign that pulse back into the center. So she's gradually massaging that pulse into the center, and it's
Deep
intense
in.
experience.
Hmm.
You've had a Savannah Maya massage.
Yes, I
Yeah.
studied with Guatemalan Mayan with midwives and did a like little
Mm.
training. So yeah, it's intense. It brings up so many emotions. A lot
Yeah,
of people don't massage that area, and it's so important.
totally is. Yeah, I love that you did that training. It's so, I feel like these this wisdom, these traditions are so potent, and
Mm.
I'm so grateful for her and for the elders that pass these teachings on, because yeah, they're so powerful. And yeah, so they realigning the pulse, and yeah, I had a lot of emotions move through, and after the session I also felt like a lot of life force energy moving through
Yeah.
me, you know, and I whew, like
Mhm.
felt this like renewal, you know, renewal. And after the session, Maria Louisa looked at me and she said, I think you should get into designing clothing. And I was like, hmm, okay. You know, like it was interesting because, you know, it's not something that I had necessarily thought of for myself. Like I've always loved like clothing and colors and putting on pieces and how they would like like when I wore a certain color, how they would bring a certain energy out of me, and an aspect out of me. And I
Mhm.
would love to play with fashion in this way or play with clothing in that way. So when she said it, I was like, "Ooh, that could be quite fun," you know. Um, but you know, I didn't really, you know, she said it and I left, and I just remember hearing this voice or her voice saying, "You should get into designing fashion. You should get into designing fashion." And I just kept hearing it, and I was like, "Okay, let's explore this. Let's see." And 1 week later, no joke, I met Valentina, who is my head seamstress. I've been
Wow.
working with her for 4.5 years, nearly 5 years now, and I met her, she laid out this fabric and said, "What do you want to design? Like, let's design something, you know?" And so it really felt God led, and just spirit in some way was like opening the door for Sauli to be
So much
birthed.
alignment from your womb.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like she unlocked this, like, you know, that there was something in my womb space that was
Mhm.
wanting to come through, and she like unlocked that by the massage and saying that, and then yeah, and here we are.
Wow. That's so
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, just honoring all of these medicine women in their traditions, Guatemala,
Mm.
Mexico. I know many traditions, even in Chinitsan in China, and it's in every tradition and every culture, I feel.
Hmm.
And it's beautiful as you're telling that. I can just feel like how she like saw you. Like she literally like was, massaging your womb and like tuning in with your energy and literally just like saw and channeled that for you. And it's just so beautiful. Like I got to model for your dresses and I love the Tantrika red and yeah, it is like it literally is a garment that is a transmission, and I kind of want to go more into that if there's anything you want to share, like so the women listening that maybe don't know your work yet. I know like a lot of people in my community do, but that like wearing this piece is a transmission from the goddess herself, and it's so potent to be made by women, natural fibers.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, I absolutely love that day of creation with you, where you said yes to putting on some pieces, and we were in this amazing cenote in Maya
Mhm.
Tulum, and Oh my gosh, like just so much magic unfolded and captured some of the most incredible images on you, which I know you use in your work, and it's so amazing to feel you in Sauli and also stepping out and sharing your gifts
Mhm.
and wearing some of the pieces. It really feels like a deep honor, and yeah, that day always holds a special place in my heart. It was magic. Yeah. Yeah, so Sauli really is its own living, breathing. I say she is her own living, breathing being.
Mhm.
And I when I initially started, it was like, okay, I'm going to create one dress, a long dress. And the reason why I decided a long dress was because I had never worn dresses before. Like, I never really wore dresses. And when I started wearing dresses, I realized how life started to shift around. Like, people would start opening doors, and for me, and like literally start like more than I'd ever experienced. And I realized, like, wow, there is something in this. Like, when I put on a piece or a dress and I actually feel this feeling of, oh, I'm like in this more of my feminine essence, my
Mhm.
feminine energy, how the world responds to that. So I started to notice this and then realized, okay, Sauli's going to be dresses and temple garments so
Mm.
that we as women can remember our bodies as temples, as sacred vessels of the divine. And it's this yeah, it's such a humbling journey for me because I never really know what Sauli is wanting, what's going to be next, right? Like it's not a mental mind thing at
Yeah.
all. It unravels as time goes on, and it's like this, oh, okay, yes, this part of the feminine wants to be expressed, wants to be seen. And so this is how it's kind of happened. It's creating aspects of the feminine and creating pieces that embody aspects of the feminine and the goddess, and bringing pieces that are made with so much love and care and um, attention, that they hold a frequency.
Mhm.
I call them high frequency garments because they are woven with prayer, and they are woven with so much intention. And I really want to speak about the team, or my team, that I adore. There's like 7 mothers in total. Four
Wow.
of them I've been working for 4.5 years, and then other mothers have come in recently. So it's been such a beautiful journey to work with Mexican women, mothers
Mhm.
that have so much talent, that they, I mean, they are artisans. They have hold a craft. And what it feels like to me is that they are like weaving wisdom from their ancestors. And like it's beyond the actual stitching. It's like it's like a storytelling through the pieces that they're creating. And for me, it's been, I had a thought at the beginning, should I start a studio and bring the mothers and work into the studio, and that we will work from there. But spirit really, like, the message that came was, no, these women, like, they are working from home and they're close to their children. Like, this is a perfect place for them, not to be taken away from their homes and put into a
Mhm.
studio and like in a box, but they
Yeah.
get to be close to their children, and they're not pressured to like create quickly. Like, they have one day, they create one dress in one day, so
Mhm.
they have spaciousness around their creation, which I think also is so important
For now.
As I realize in my creative process, the more spaciousness I have in my body, the more space in my mind, in my environment, the more of the visions and the ideas can
Mm.
really be anchored into the earth.
Wow. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. It's like so beautiful. Like I can literally feel these women, like even without, seeing the photos of them and working in their home, I can like feel it in the pieces. Um, And I know that you have started to transition to do kind of one-on-one sessions with people that actually want to create. I'm wondering if like you could bring me into like a little sneak peek of that. We can maybe workshop it just so for the women watching can like feel what that frequency looks like because I'm already having some ideas.
Yeah, for sure. I love this.
Are
I
you
love it.
down?
I get goosebumps. I think this is also where um, I feel so much life force energy pulsing through me when I'm in these sessions and when I'm connected with women one on one. It wasn't something that actually I had thought in my mind, oh, I'm going to do like bespoke creations.
Yeah.
It started when I was in Greece and we were in council, actually. It was a group of women. We went to some of the temples there and we were doing ritualistic theatre and theatre dance in the temples, and such a beautiful weaving and constellation. We were in the dream temple and
Mm,
we were, each of us offering our prayers and offerings to the land and offerings to this, the Minoan way of living, which was that women were revered as oracles, as
mm,
channels, as priestesses, and they were held in this absolute knowing that they were connected to all that is because they had wounds, not from a place of hierarchy or better than, but from a place of deep knowing and reverence. And when you go to these lands, you can feel it so strongly. And I did not expect that I was going to be talking about this, but this is wanting to come through in
yeah.
some way. And so we were in the Dream Temple in Crete,
Mm.
and we were offering our prayers there, and we had done this ritualistic dance piece, which will be released soon, very soon actually.
Wow.
We're all wearing Sauli pieces, a group of women, and I came out of this dream temple, just like almost in a trance state, so much energy moving through me, and this like deep remembrance of this time, and like as if we were there, back there, like anchoring in and remembering that as if it was a now, and yeah, just amplifying that. And as I came out, we were, walking towards the boat. We were going to go back, and I just saw this message pop up on my phone. And Gloria messaged me, which is a woman that I worked with earlier this year, saying, I have a wedding coming up, and I would love a bespoke design created by you, and it's going to be a Grecian, like a Greek goddess design. And it was like, like it was
The goddess has
honestly one of those
spoken.
moments. The goddess spoke. And I got so excited, and we went on this journey together. And obviously it was her wedding, so it
Sacred
was such a
union codes.
union codes. And her wedding, by the way, like I didn't actually go to the ceremony, but I was there before and after, and just hearing the transmission of how it all unfolded was so beautiful. But yeah, this was the first custom creation that that we did, right? And it was so deeply deeply sacred and felt such an honor. Like yeah, to create something for such a special day for her. It was for her. She had envisioned this dress since she was a child, since she was like, 7 or something. So how it started was, and how it would begin, and because you asked like how does this start, we jump on a Zoom or a video call, and the first thing is to really tap into how
Mm.
that woman, how you, I'm going to say you, because if we're going on this journey together, like, how are you feeling in this vision, this idea, this piece? What is the energy that is wanting to come through your vessel? And that's where what we start with. So it's a feeling and it's the energy that is wanting to be anchored down into the the earth, into this space, into this present. I don't know if you want to go on the journey of like, or
I
do you want me
do.
to you
It's
do?
already
Okay,
going.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready to share. So, I've been seeding this vision for the past 4 years. I received it like when I came to Peru 4 years ago, and I received it again. And it's like super clear, and I'm ready for it. I want to bring women to Peru to journey with the sacred and high Andean cactus medicine, to pilgrimage, to heal our sacral waters, return to feminine rites of passage, and it's really like in clear alignment with the priestesses of the sun and the moon. Sekhmet is really present. I feel this like fire in my womb of just wanting to create and birth, and I'm actually seeing like this group of women wearing cream-colored dresses, pieces, and really honoring the oracle and the oniric realm, so the dream realms. And yeah, I
I
even feel
love
like I
it.
kind of like embodied this like gold and like this kind of tan, bringing in like the dusty sands of Egypt. And yeah, I'm super excited.
I
Hmm.
love that. I love that for you. And I can feel the potency and the connection to the land in Peru because I know that it's somewhere that you have been connecting to and have been going to often. And I can vision it, I can feel it. And the the energy in which is being transmitted through you and what you're holding there is, yeah, it really feels like medicine woman and eggshell coming through, like connected to the womb and the birth space and fertility.
Hmm.
And yeah, the I think with that I can see, I'm seeing images of like this, it's like a dusty tobacco,
Hmm.
like desert style color dress, and it has like a hood that comes up.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like this hood that it can be detachable as
Oh.
well, but it has this oracular, you know, when we put up the
Hmm.
hood, it
Yeah.
brings us into this space of like our like tuning into the inner oracle,
Mhm.
the the medicine woman within us and the priestess within us. And so I can really feel that coming through the dress. And yeah, I feel like it's your open arms because like
Mhm.
you have such a big, beautiful heart, and I can, your arms are your extension of your heart. And it's like your arms need to be out in some way. And it could be that the material is,
It's like a
there's one
split.
part, yeah, like a split, like there's one part where it holds the material, but your arms are kind of predominantly
Yeah.
out.
Like a dragon
And like a dragon. Yeah, exactly. With like when you move it
with
almost
the
has the kind
wings.
of like wings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feeling that, really feeling that. And then I also am feeling like a large belt that actually comes around the dantian because of,
Mm.
yeah, the womb work and the energetic work that you're holding.
Mm.
This belt is, you know, it goes across traditions of women and men in ceremonial spaces having this belt as a just a holding, you know, a holding, um, and feeling that holding around this area because it's, you know, it is the center of the center, right?
Yeah. Eh.
Um, it's the dantian is, so yeah, feeling that as well. um and so how it kind of happens is like the vision
Mm.
starts coming, and gradually starts landing. And so what happens is we start working on the mannequin straight away.
Wow.
I will work with Valentina, and it's like there's a transmission both ways. So she's super connected as well, mother of two, and whenever I'm sharing with her, it's like she taps into the same field. So we get out the mannequin, she brings out the material, and we just start working. And it's like, yeah, slightly to the left. Like, no, the dress needs to be a little bit longer. Like, let's, and we're both a part of this process. But often it's not even drawing a picture. Sometimes it can be that way,
Wow.
and
Yeah.
some women have sketched something out and it's like this is how it works, but we work directly on the mannequin. We send a
Mm,
video to you and we will show you the design, and then you feel into it and give slight adjustments or tweaks or additions, and we do like 2 rounds of that.
mm,
So one iteration on the mannequin, and we do a video, and then we come to you and we do another iteration, do a video, and then you give your feedback, and then
um,
after that it's the final piece. And that's always the most exciting part. And more recently now I am working with crystals and pearls
wow.
and light language that are going to be
Oh my goodness.
sewn into the pieces as well. So,
Yes, the light, I
yeah.
want light language on the belt. I just saw like all this like gold threads. Like, holy
Mm,
shit, babe. Holy
mm,
fuck.
yeah.
Wow. That's exciting. Mm, wow. Yeah, this is amazing. We'll keep this little sneak peek and we'll have some of our more private conversations behind the scenes. But
Yeah.
I know that also what's really woven in your field is Tao Tantra arts and Taoism, right? So yeah, as we're nearing to the end of our call, I would love to know, yeah, if there's anything you want to share. I know you're offering a retreat soon.
Yeah. Yeah. So, um, Tantra for me is like a way of life. It's really about embodying totality and embracing all of life, and that's in the light and in the dark.
Mm,
My experience through Tantra is when we go into the places where, you know, the shadow, we go into the depths, is where we find our gold. So for me, in my journey, has been a lot about diving into the womb space, into that void space, into the depths, the darkness, to really move through all of these places where I'd felt, shame or holding back, staying small, not being seen,
mm,
and letting it out my body. And that's in different ways, different practices. But tantra, there's many practices that you can do individually or held in circles, or in a couple, as in union, where you are like really allowing that energy to be expressed and move through the body.
mhm,
So it's like this moving through. And when we actually go to those places, like we feel that shame, we go into the places where we maybe have felt shame, and we hold ourselves in love, and we let this energy move through the body, is where we can liberate and allow for life force energy to
mm,
to 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 move through our body more. And so I really feel Tantra has took Sauli to the next level for me. When I started, I went onto the Tao Tantric Arts training nearly a year and a half ago, actually, and my Sauli just went to another level of expansion and opening, because it's what was happening in my body. my body was I was going into parts, and snake, my spine really started to awaken on
Yes.
another level.
Mhm.
And I really feel my spine is it's a snake. Like we have snakes within us, and we it's like we it's for us to remember that we have a living, breathing snake in our bodies. It's like this. How can we play with the snake, and allow the energy to move, and release any parts that maybe feel blocked through
Yeah, the
different
hips feel
practices.
blocked. The hips
Yeah,
and shoulders.
shoulders for me as well. I get that shoulders a lot. So yeah, this is where also qigong comes in, and Taoist practices, um, for me, has been amazing in helping to open the vessel and let the subtleties of energy to move through. And yeah, there's really quite simple practices that we can do that, you know literally moving the spine and bringing the arms forward, and
Mhm.
and breathing, and opening, so just feeling the body move. And you know it can be very simple, but it's coming into presence, it's coming into awareness. And yeah, I think qigong is such an ancient practice, from Asia, and
From our
it's also
lineage, we're
connecting
both
back to my roots and
Yes,
your
we're both
roots as well.
Chinese. Yeah.
Yeah,
Happy.
and
Mm,
I'm still an absolute student. Like
yeah.
I'm still a student, and there's so much to learn with qigong and Taoist practices. I absolutely love them. I love them. And what I have learned, and what I am sharing is with other women as well, is that just simple techniques that can bring you back into your center, into your truth, and to open the vessel to let life through, so that we can feel more alive, more pleasurable, and connected to all that is really.
Yeah, and I know that, we've both been on the midwifery path and walking this path, and all of this ties
Mm,
into the birth portal. And I know, we don't have time to go into that, but like this is like what Sirena is. Like she's a birth.
mm.
I gave my creative energy to birth her, and all women have this ability to channel and work with an energy and birth that, a project or a baby or so yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love that this has been birthed, Serena has been birthed, and you've connected to the womb space, and just let this through you, and how I feel like each sister, each woman that's part of Serena is bringing that, like, a unique essence,
Mhm.
like, into this unified womb space, and that just feels like so juicy.
It's
So
so
juicy.
juicy. We all
Yeah.
just need to get together and be in the Sauli
Oh,
pieces.
let's do that. Let's do that. Planting a seed here.
Yes. Thank you so much, sister. Do you have
Yeah.
any last pieces you want to share? I know you want to talk about your retreat. We'll definitely link it, but if you want to share anything, the name and
Yeah, so we have a retreat coming up in October in Mexico, in Tulum. So I'm so, so, so excited that this retreat is happening on these lands, as I have been living on these lands for like 5 years, coming back and forth between England and Avalon, and coming back to my roots, and then coming back to Mexico. This land is so sacred, and so has so much magic. The waters are so healing and connected to Lemuria, as you know, and we've had discussions about this, and the cenotes are, something else. And this retreat center that we're going to be at has an underwater cenote. It's an under the cave cenote, where you can actually receive sound healing and have ceremonies within this cenote under the earth. And when I went in there, the message that came was, this is the womb of the earth. And it just full chills, like such a beautiful space. And it feels such an honor to be there in October with our retreat called Awakened Wise Woman. and there is space for 11 women. And we're going to be going on a journey to really connect to our sensual essence and to connect to life force energy and work with different practices, some tantric practices and also Taoist practices, to essentially leave the retreat feeling more alive, more in tune with our bodies, and connected to our womb spaces. So there's so much more I can share with that, but that's essentially it in a nutshell. I'm co-facilitating with my dear, dear, dear sister and friend Naomi, who is a tantra and intimacy coach, and we will be holding space and creating and birthing something so beautiful, and can already feel the souls of women coming through. So yes, if you feel the call and you want to reach out and find out more, we can send the link, and you can reach out to me, and we can provide the website as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much. This was such a beautiful, like soul enriching, sensual conversation. All these little like drops of all your magic.
Oh, thank you so much for putting all of this together. Thank you for, yeah, for your heart, your being, your presence, your gifts. And I really wish, and I'm holding in my heart, that we're going to be weaving in person soon. And yeah, I hold that in my heart.
Yes,
Love
I'm
you
also
so
coming
much.
to Mexico.
Yes. Oh yeah, you're going to be there in November. Is it November?
Yes, yes. Also
Your
a
retreat.
retreat with your sister Areli, who's also part of Serena conversation. So I love that we're like in this retreat and bringing women together. And it feels like Mexico is a great place for that.
Nice. And
The
you're going
healing
to Isla
water.
Mujeres as
What?
well, no? Isla Mujeres,
Yes, yeah.
connected to Ixchel. Oh, I love this for you. I love it. So yeah, can feel that so strong.